Check it out. I call it. Yeah. I call it. Shit for niggas with daughters. I call this. Shit for niggas with daughters. I call this. Shit for niggas with daughters. I call this. Shit for niggas with daughters. I saw my daughter send a letter to some boy her age who locked up. First I regretted it, then caught my rage. Like, how could I not protect her from this awful phase? Never tried to hide who I was. She was taught and raised like a princess. But while I'm on stage, I can't leave her defenseless. Plus she see me switching women, pops was on some pimp shit. She heard stories of her daddy thugging. So if her husband is a gangster, can't be mad, I love him. Never, for her I want better. Homie in jail, dead dad. Wait till he come home, you can see where his heads at. Niggas got game, they be trying to live. He seen your mama crib, plus I'm sure he know who your father is. Although you real, plus an honest kid. Don't think I'm slow, I know you probably had that chronic lid. You 17, I got a problem with it. She look at me like I'm not the cleanest father figure, but she rockin' with it. This for niggas with daughters, I call this. Shit for niggas with daughters. Yo, not saying that our sons are less important. Shit for niggas with daughters, I call it. Shit for niggas with daughters, I call it. Not saying that our sons are less important. This morning I got a call, nearly split my wig. The social network said, Nas, go and get your kid. She's on Twitter. I know she ain't gon' post no pic of herself underdressed. No inappropriate shit, right? Her mother cried when she answered. Said she don't know what got inside this child's mind. She planted a box of condoms on her dresser, then she Instagrammed it. At this point I realize I ain't the strictest parent. I'm too loose, I'm too cool with her. Should've drove more time to school with her. I thought I dropped enough jewels on her. Took her from private school so she can get a balance. To public school, they too nurture teen talents. They grow fast. One day she's your little princess. Next day she's talking boy business. What is this? They say the coolest players and foulest heartbreakers in the world. God gets us back, he makes us have precious little girls. This for niggas with daughters, I call this. Shit for niggas with daughters. Yo, not saying that our sons are less important. Shit for niggas with daughters, I call it. Shit for niggas with daughters, I call it. Not saying that our sons are less important.
Yo, Fat Leads, what's up? And welcome to episode 13 of the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast. I'm on Twitter as Fatboy Jiu-Jitsu. I'm on Instagram as @FatboyBJJ. And the website is fatboybjj.com. Check out, I've been working on the site, releasing some new products. And, well, I was working on this week and on Tuesday, finishing up, adding some products to the store. And my wife comes in and says, hey, my water broke. So when she was pregnant with Uriah and her water broke, we were in the middle of doing a remodel to my condo, to the bathroom. I had a water leak. Insurance got involved or whatever, and we had to redo the bathroom because of some mildew mold issues. Well, we were actually picking out the finishing, just the tile and what we were going to use for the shower and the shower stall and the flooring. When we were walking around Home Depot, we get to my sister's house because we were staying there because she had a working shower and whatnot. No, we weren't just staying there. No, my father was in town. That's what it was. That's right. My father was in town. My father's, lives in Chicago, so he had come to visit, and we're sitting around talking shit, bullshitting, and my dad says something funny, and Maria's water breaks, and she's laughing. Well, that time I was like, oh my God, the baby's coming, and I was like running back and forth. Oh my God, we gotta go, and she's like, relax, just calm down. So that happened like at 9 o'clock at night. We go to the doctors, and I think it was like a 10-hour labor or whatever. My son wasn't born until like 7:30 in the morning. So, this time I was like, oh, the water broke? Bro, I got time. We got time. I went like at 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. So she said, "Oh, well, I'm going to get ready." I just hop in the shower. She gets ready. We pack our stuff, and we're leaving at about 9 o'clock. We're leaving to the hospital. So I had a little bit of gas. So we drive into the hospital. We get there, and they check us in, and she starts having, contractions are like 4 minutes apart, just on the dot. Blam, blam. And so we get to triage, and they ask a question. She tells them everything. And they're like, "Oh, well, we're going to move you." And I don't think they thought that, because they kept on asking, "Well, are you sure your water broke?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know what that feels like." They're like, "Well, I don't know." Anyways, they kind of bullshit a little bit. So they take her up, to labor and delivery. And they're like, "Well, we're going to call the doctor. You're only like 4 centimeters dilated, and we got some time." So, and the whole time she's getting contractions, and just her pain, like her tolerance is just like dwindling as she's getting deeper into this, into these contractions. Well, at one point, she's like, "Oh, no, this baby's coming." And I look at her, I go, "What?" And the nurse was in the room. She had to happen to be in the room. And she goes, "Oh, well, let me call the doctor." She like nonchalantly walks over to the phone, and I'm looking at this bitch like, "Yo, hurry the fuck up." I look down, and I was like, "Oh, shit, this baby's actually coming." So the doctor wasn't in the room for the birth. He walked in like maybe 8 minutes later. The nurses took care of everything, and yes, my beautiful baby daughter was born on July 18th. I am a father to a newborn baby again. It still feels so surreal to think I have a newborn again, let alone a baby girl. So, man, I'm ecstatic. I'm nervous. I hope I do right. We'll see. I think I'll do all right. I think I'm stressing it more so than anything. I'm doing all right with my little boy. So, just, man. So the whole time we're kind of playing it cool, and "Oh yeah, we got this. It came so much quicker than the last time, and and to that we like had two completely different experiences with the birth of my the son, and between the birth of my son and the birth of my daughter. My son, he was born a little early and was immediately taken to the NICU, and he was intubated and had like a feeding tube and everything. So the first couple of days we barely even were able to hold him. And then here, it was just like, "Oh, your baby? Here, clean her off. Here, hold her." And my wife was ecstatic, and I was too, and just seeing her and being able to interact, because, like I said last time, it was completely different, and I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm glad that we had the experience we had with Uriah, but the experience we had with Uriah was, obviously there could have been worse scenarios. Thankfully, it was where it was, and if it wasn't any worse than that, but that really did prepare us, and and to contrast that with something that pretty much was so easy. Like, we got there, and from the time we got to the hospital, by the time the baby was born, it was about 2 hours. Just like, the fucking doctor barely got to the hospital. He didn't even get to the hospital on time. Her OB who was on call. Ended up being the doctor the on-call doctor for the labor and delivery. And then when the doctor got there, like I said, 8 or 9 minutes later, from her group, her medical group, everything got taken care of. But it's just so crazy to us. So, but yes, and then this whole thing happened, and like I said, I was working on the side. I'm releasing more shirts. They're going to be direct-to-garment printing, so I don't have to worry about having all this inventory with me at once. And it's taken me a while to do this because I didn't know if I want to trust someone else's, not just, I like to play things really close to the chest, and sometimes when I kind of like let go of the reins a little bit, not saying that I'm not going to be in control, but it kind of, if I make a mistake, I'm responsible. I just don't like putting other people in that position, but we'll see. Let's hopefully everything goes great. There's t-shirts, there's sublimated shirts that are available now. Got coffee mugs, made in America coffee mugs, which are great. Beach towels. If your girlfriend likes Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu, there's some fucking Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu yoga pants. Hell, if you want to wear them fucking yoga pants and use them as spats, do it, son. And there's just a slew of new products on the website to just, go check it out. And, all the proceeds from the main from the main store just helped me buy more gis. With the exception of all the autism awareness stuff, I donate all the proceeds to the Autism Society, because that's just something that is important to me. So, and speaking of autism awareness, there's a fellow fatly who is putting on a jiu-jitsu benefit seminar for autism, and it's the Autism Support and Research Group, and it's a jiu-jitsu benefit seminar. All the proceeds are going to the Autism Support and Resource Group, and you can donate at asarg.org. That's asarg.org. The kids, what he said, the kids are free at $60 at the door for the seminar, $50 if you pay advance. It's going to be Saturday, September 16th in Twins Fall, Idaho. Just plug in, my man Jeremy for a great cause. And I'll go ahead and share that link on my Facebook page, my Facebook fan page, if you guys want to check it out. If you can, donate to the cause. Even if you're not, don't live in Idaho, let's help raise some money for a great cause. Man, and rest in peace, Chris Bennington. It's extremely sad that he's no longer with us. Very, very influential band to me when growing up and in high school. Fucking loved them. Actually, I lied. It was after high school. It was my formidable years. Late high school. I remember when I first started working at, I was about 17 years old, and I started working at Best Buy in Melrose Park, right outside of Chicago. It's a suburb, and it used to take me like 45 minutes to fucking drive over there. Anyways, so I used to work there, and one day, standing outside, there's a guy handing out promo tapes. And it just so happened to be a promo tape for Linkin Park. And I listened to it, And at that time, I was not ready to listen to it. And I thought it was fucking garbage. What was I driving back then? I was driving an 89 Civic hatchback, an SI. Fucking, I'm a big hatchback guy. I love fucking hatchbacks. Anyways, and it's funny because I listened to that and I tried to get into it. I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. Let me see. And I fucking wasn't into it. And then, you know, fast forward a couple years later, I love Linkin Park, and, you know, I'm extremely saddened by the news. Wow, you know, fuck. That, you know, that's going on. I've been watching that show, fucking 13 Reasons Why, and it's just like, fuck. You start to think about, you know, the shit that you do or say, and how that may fucking, you know, affect somebody. And I was thinking about that today, too, because I was talking to my son, and I was kind of reprimanding him for something that he did. His cousins are here, and they went out back, and they just fucking disappeared. They started fucking walking away. They walked away from the house. Couldn't fucking find them. We're fucking going crazy, and you know, yelled out to them, and they heard, and they came back. But the fact of the matter is, they just fucking walked away, and it's like, yo, you guys can't fucking be doing this. And as I'm reprimanding him for this, I'm just like, bro, maybe you're going a little too hard on him. And then, like, I started thinking, I go, but what if this was your daughter? And I was like, fuck, just already, like, I don't know if I'm going to start becoming soft or not, but I was just like, fuck, this is not going to be fucking easy. And to tell you the truth, I don't know where I was going with this. I just started talking, and we fucking ended up here. But I did want to, you know, I'm so fucking saddened by Bennington's passing. You know, let's give him a moment of silence. Rest in peace, my man. You know, I was thinking of another story. I have, you know, Linkin Park album. When the day Minutes to Midnight came out, my friend and I, we were on the way to a cabin in North Carolina, and we stopped in Atlanta. We went about, it wasn't that far out of the way, like 20 minutes out of the way to a Best Buy, just so we both bought Minutes to Midnight, the album, and I actually still have it to this day. You know what? I've lost a lot of fucking CDs from way back in the day. I don't have nearly the amount that I used to, and I don't know where the fuck they've gone. Like, I used to remember you had this book of like 120 discs, and the fucking thing weighed like 45 pounds, because once you put all those discs in there, you'd try to be at a stoplight, reach back, try to scramble, get a CD that you want, switch. I remember the time when fucking CD changers were huge. People were installing 6-disc changers and just people like under their front seat or in their center console. Fucking people hated it when we had to put them. Oh shit, if it don't fit there, we gotta put that 6 CD changer in the back. They're like, son of a bitch. Yeah, way back when I used to, like I said, I used to work at Best Buy, and I started in their car fi department, and you know, I became like an installer and whatnot, and man, I guess fucking my big ass, even back then, I was under cars, fucking installing remote starters and shit. I used to love doing car alarms. I ended up actually fucking, you know, ended up being promoted and went to a different store. I ended up working like 3 different Best Buy stores in my life, and then went to one store and got promoted. I was the supervisor, had both the install bay and car fi, and man, I was young. I wasn't even 21 yet. And I remember because I was pissed because they were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get money in your 401k," and then for some reason, I think at that time their policy was like you had to be 21 to have a 401k. I don't even know what it is now. It might still be that, but I doubt it. Anyways, so my flaw was I was kind of too nice to some of the guys that were there, and two of the installers had like repeated claims, and a claim was like, someone's paying you to install shit in their car, and there are times that, 100%, it wasn't never done 100% of the time perfect. There was a few times where shit would break, or first off, we have these cars that live in Florida and whatnot, and are all under the sun, and a lot of plastic tends to fucking get dry and brittle. And you don't always know that going in and whatnot. Sometimes that shit, you can fix it, sometimes you can't. There was this one fucking guy, he fucking pissed me off. We were installing an amplifier, and he drilled down, and he fucking punctured the gas fucking tank. Son of a bitch. And it wasn't even a big puncher or not, but it was fucking, you knew, and we didn't even find out. It turns out he ended up throwing some code or whatever, and I think, I don't remember, went to the dealership. We ended up having to pay for that, and it was fucking expensive. There was another claim after that he had, and he knew. He kind of knew. He knew a lot of what he was doing, but apparently, or at least I thought he did. And I didn't know what the fuck. That age, man, I was still fucking didn't know a lot. And I thought I did. So I was, supervising these people, and and I'm just gonna use a quote out of fucking Jocko's book. I didn't have extreme ownership. I didn't, I passed the buck. It was like, oh, that's not me, that's them. And it's like, now motherfucker, it's your department or whatever. And man, I kind of wish that fucking would have listened to Rocco's book or Jocko's book way back then. Maybe would have changed things. But, it's probably for the best that I don't fucking still work at Best Buy. But, so I ended up getting, fucking demoted for that. Went to the store and just fucking eventually left. But, it's been a long week. I just had family come in drive down from Orlando. First weekend with the new baby. They come. They want, I got a fucking packed house. My nephews are here. Both my sisters, my mother. My mother-in-law is staying with us now. So we're kind of fucking can of sardines right now. I can't complain though. I fucking, love spending time with my sisters. It's weird to see the kids. Not weird. It's interesting to see them how kind of they're so similar in certain ways, but they're so different as well. And it's to me, it's crazy because I look at my sisters and I'm like, man, the three of us were raised about the same way. And we kind of, throughout the years, you develop your changes and she develops hers. And, you guys aren't your parents anymore, really. And it's cool to see what you pass on to your kids and what you don't. And then I tell a story. My nephew, my son was kind of excited. He wanted to go to this fun experience that they were doing at the church. It was family fun night, and he was excited. They sell $1 pizzas, so we said, "Well, you know what? We'll go to that with them." And one nephew was like, "I don't want to go to fucking church." He encouraged. He goes, "I don't want to go to church. Church ain't fun." And so what he's referring to is my mom likes to take the kids to a Roman Catholic church. And we are Roman Catholic. But I've, for the longest time, just going with my wife to a non-denominational church. And there's a band going all the time. And, the way the sermons are completely different. Where it's the Catholic church is like, so you sit now, you kneel now, and then fucking you say this. I just realized that I was fucking doing Bill Burr, because Bill Burr fucking does that all the goddamn time. Anyways, yeah, my bad, Bill. Wasn't trying to fucking bite your shit. But it's, so you you sit there, you be quiet. You say some shit, you be quiet. And they don't like that. And my mom's fucking real strict. She'll be like, yo, shut up. And they can't even fucking do anything. Because she is kind of upset with them. So, and I see where he's coming for that, but he was just like, no, church ain't fun. And my son's like, no, this is really fun. Like, come on, we dance and stuff. And and obviously his perception of that is completely different. Like I said, it's interesting to see that development as, watching your kids growing. Oh yeah, next week, Fatboy Jiu-Jitsu's birthday's coming up. I'm gonna be turning 4 years old on the 27th. The craziest thing about, this started as somewhat of a joke, that, think, nobody's ever gonna buy shirts, and it's like, oh shit, people are buying shirts. Let me make some patches. No, nobody's ever gonna buy patches. They're making patches. And, stepping out and those were always the trying to see if we can move. So, get moved towards the gis, and then like I kind of want, to go even further, but I kind of gotta perfect everything. Start small. I don't want to grow too big, and I'm telling you guys, support me. Shop at the site. This 100% of this is done like my own funding and support from you guys. There's no company behind me, backing me, paying for anything. This is all, just me, my wife, my 2 kids, and that's it. You guys buy, support, whatever I get, man, it just goes right back in. Sometimes I feel like people think that I'm just some, I'm employing like 50 or 60 people or whatnot. And especially when the amount of people that come and ask for sponsors. I do jiu-jitsu. I think you should sponsor me. I'll put your name out. It's like, it's it's a little fucking aggravating sometimes. It's like, you barely know, you don't even know my fucking name. You just said to whoever runs Fatboy Jiu-Jitsu. You haven't fucking spent the time to research who the fuck I am, to get to know me, to know how I started the company or why I started the company. All you fucking see is, hey, this is a way for me to pay for my tournament and whatnot. And it's fucking frustrating sometimes because it happens, and it's not just me. Like I said, I have friends who run other apparel companies, and just talking to them, and it's fucking everywhere. Everybody wants some fucking free shit, and it's aggravating. And actually, the most surprising thing about Fatboy becoming 4 years old is, it's not like I operate in the black. I rarely, I don't. So I really do this because I want to get more people and just not more people. I want to get bigger people involved in jiu-jitsu. I know what it is to want to do jiu-jitsu and feel like you can't because of your size. And not just fucking jiu-jitsu, to do anything because you're afraid of your fucking size. It's debilitating, really. And, you know, actually, this week I was more inspired by this one guy. I'm gonna research him. It's at Team Wagon. I forget his name, but he got this video he posted of him working out, and he's a big dude, and he's doing fucking moves that I'm like, holy shit, I still fucking can't do that. And it's inspiring. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, go follow him on Facebook. He's at Team Wagon, and legit bigger than me, or I think definitely taller than me. He's in the 300s, I guess, and just man, what he's doing, he's fucking using TRX, doing jumping squats with TRXs and cleans, jerks. Jumping lunges. Like, I don't fucking do jumping lunges. I don't. I'm legit afraid of them. I don't have in my left knee, the one that had the meniscus surgery. Sometimes I still don't feel like I have balance when I'm trying to do things single legged. I don't, two legs. If I'm basing out fine, man, those jumping lunges scare the shit out of me. I won't do them. And fucking rocking them and doing them good, great techniques. Fucking kettlebell. I was saying kettlebell swings. Turkish get-ups with the kettlebell, and he's putting the bell up. So he's holding it with the handle up, not just on his, the kettlebell resting on his wrist. He's actively holding it up. So he's got to hold his grip, make sure his wrist doesn't, fucking awesome shit. I'm inspired by the guy. So I know we all, go check him out. Definitely, like I said, he's very inspiring. You see that and you're like, fuck. Everybody, you fucking put your mind to it. You can do it. Speaking of putting your mind to it, I fucking tested fate today. I went fucking deep. Said, we went to that church thing tonight. And they were having $1 pizzas. So, and they're just fucking shit domino pizzas, right? And I was like, man, but I'm hungry. I haven't fucking eaten yet. I actually had made a bulletproof coffee to take with me. Probably still why the fuck I'm up. That shit, I made it a little too strong. And as I was tasting it, I can feel my eyeballs open up and just more light coming into my eyes. And I was like, oh shit, that's a lot of caffeine. I felt like that squirrel in that movie Over the Hedge when he drinks that fucking energy drink and the world just slows down and he's just walking through it as the earth stops moving. Kind of how I felt after drinking that coffee. So get a plate, put a slice of cheese on there, and I'm eating just the cheese off the top of the pizza. And I was like, you know what? I've been really good doing keto. I could probably eat a little bit of this crust and it not bother me. So I'm going to rip it off, take the crust off the pizza, and then I just ripped it in half. And I go to put it in my mouth, and I close my mouth. And I go, you know what? I don't even fucking want it. I go, and to me, I immediately I felt like if I ate it, I've eaten that shit before. I know how delicious a pizza crust tastes like. I don't need to eat it again. Especially for the fact of the matter is, I've chosen to eat keto. And I know that this this bread's really just going to turn sugar in my body, and I don't fucking need it right now. I don't really need any sugar in my body. I've been fucking doing good. If I really got to, I'll make my own keto pizza and call it a fucking day. But believe me, I shocked the fuck out of myself when I just threw that away, because I really thought I was going to eat it. And I really wanted to. But, I don't know. I feel like going off a little on the deep end or cheating is right now a little too new to this new lifestyle, and I feel like if I do it, I may fall off the wagon. I may, look, I had a little bit here and it didn't affect me, so next time it's gonna be a little more. And then by the time I'm looking at it, I'm fucking eating Domino's pizzas every 3 days, and I don't want to go down that path. So I guess, fuck it, I'm just not gonna eat it. But so going back, I can make keto pizza, right? Using almond flours, some mozzarella cheese, cream cheese. It's called the Fathead Keto Pizza. Not my recipe. Somebody else did it. Amazing. It fucking tastes great. However, my fat ass said, you know what? When you roll out the almond flour, cheese, cream cheese mix, right, with an egg to make your dough. And I go, what if I just took some mozzarella sticks, right, cut those fuckers in half, and just rolled the edge of the corners over and made it a cheesy crust keto pizza. And I think that is what I'm going to try next time. I'm going to try to fucking knock that out. Oh, it's the cheesy goodness. I think if it works out the way I want to, it's going to be fucking amazing. Otherwise, it's going to be an utter failure. But hey, at least I tried it, But that being said, holy shit, almond powder is fucking expensive. Like, you can buy just regular flour for like $1, and it's twice the size of the $12 bag you buy of almond flour. You're like, fuck. And I'm trying to see. I just realized today that coconut flour is about half the price. And I want to see if it's almost interchangeable, because if it is, I'm just going to start using more coconut flour and not almond flour. I'm going to call it for this week, because I'm sort of fucking tired, and I know my daughter's going to be up in a little bit. Got to help my wife with that, and not with that. I got to help my wife with the baby. Probably burp her for her and make sure she goes back to sleep, so my wife can have a break and try to fall asleep. She's for you gents that have kids, you know how amazing your wife is when she has a kid. Like, the shit they go through, and it's right now I'm still kind of riding that high. Like, man, just the fucking miracle of childbirth, man. It's fucking crazy, and just in awe about it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna call it, and but I wanna check out Team Wagon for inspiration, because I don't want to be or say that I'm the only person that can motivate somebody to do something, or at least bigger guys to do jiu-jitsu or anything. Man, this guy's fucking killing it in every aspect of the athletic game. Do me a favor, check out the autism support group, the asarg.org, and check out my website. Look at all the new stuff I have. Like I said, thanks for the support, all of you guys. Really, thanks for the comments on the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I know this one's a little short, but gotta do my daddy duties right now. So take it easy, guys, and have a great weekend. Peace.
Was someone to truly look up to you, and 6 feet underwater I do.
Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.